Rachel Kelley here, the Fearless Millionaire Mom, coming to you this morning. I was just sitting here on my porch and, going through my Think and Grow Rich book. We, during our mastermind call this morning, we were talking about the 30 reasons why people fail. And you think, wow, that's pretty, that's a lot of reasons. One. Two, that 98% of the people in the world fail. And it's so easy to become a part of that statistic. And as many of you know, I'm a foster child. I came from foster home. I've had a lot of issues that I had to go through as a child. And for sure, those things can keep you and cause you not to reach your goal as fast as maybe the next person who actually can walk into the industry, start a home business, start some type of business, and be successful within 6 months. So, I was thinking, I said, wow, because of my environment, because of the way I was raised, that actually one can either slow you down or stop you. In my case, I refuse to let it stop me. So what I've learned to do is leverage on the knowledge and the masterminding of other people. Because if I had to take my own knowledge, my own masterminding, I'd be in trouble because, what I had as a child was more grief than anything. So, I am now leveraging on the masterminds of others, and it's pretty sweet. So, I'm really enjoying Think and Grow Rich, but what I wanted to share with you is, the 30 reasons why people fail. And what I've done is, just kind of share with you what I've done is, I've gone through this list of 30, and it won't take me that long to share those with you, but I've gone through them. And every one that I've had a problem with and that I've conquered, I've checked it off. And you'll find that as I share this with you, I had quite a few. And what I want you to do is, I'm naming them, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to check off or write down, grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down the ones that you struggle with, the ones that you're having a problem with. And you're going to have to work on those if you don't want to become a part of the statistics. So here we go. I'm just going to read them to you. The first one is unfavorable hereditary background. Oh, that's number one. That was me, right? And I already told you what to do there. And a great place I recommend you go is to our Think and Grow Rich call. If you want to know more about that, just send me a message and I'll be glad to get that information to you. Lack of well-defined purpose in life. And I'm actually at that point here. I went to my Denver event. I really still was unclear. I know originally when I came out, and I share this story often, is that I came on the internet to open up a wellness center for hurting people. But unfortunately, I got this silver eyeball. I forgot what they called it, but anyway, I was all over the place. Looking at this, jumping into that, jumping into this, jumping into that. So it's another reason for failure. Lack of ambition to aim above mediocrity. Never had that problem. I'm always ambitious and going above and beyond. But I will tell you, in the beginning, it was kind of like, oh, I don't think I can do that. That's too big of an idea. So it was there, so I can check that one off. Insufficient education. In the beginning, I didn't have the education. More education in internet marketing, but less in education in personal development. Developing my mind, developing my mindset, my posture, who I am, who I intend to be, what I intend to do. So I can put a check mark there. Can you? I'm wanting you to check. Now make sure you write this down. 5, lack of self-discipline. Now, I will tell you now, honestly, as I'm going through this, I'm going to share the ones that I still struggle with. And lack of self-discipline is one of them. And, one of the reasons that attributes to that is my childhood. From moving from one place to the other, it causes instability. So it's something that I continuously have to work on. But each day gets better. So I'm just going to tell you, lack of self-discipline, if that's a problem, do like me, join me, and let's work on it. Okay, the next one is unfavorable environment, influences during childhood. So if you had unfavorable environment as a child, that can actually affect and cause you to fail. Procrastination, always putting it off. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'll be honest with you, procrastination goes in line with self-discipline. It falls under the self-discipline. I did this training on 10 days of self-discipline, and one of them under self-discipline was procrastination. So it's definitely a problem, and it falls close to self-discipline. So it's one that I'm actually getting better with, so I want to put a check mark there. Lack of persistent. Being persistent. You try something and then next thing you know, oh, I'm going to stop. That doesn't work. I'm not going to do that anymore. You got to be persistent. So I can put a check mark there also. I'm really excited because this hasn't been. Negative personality. You're always, everything, you find negative in everything that you do, everything that you say. Lack of controlled sexual urge. And this is funny because when I first read this, I was like, that is so hilarious because, there's a lot of people like this. But that's important that you have control over that. Uncontrolled desires for something for nothing. Like you want to make all this money, you want to do all these great things, but you're not willing to invest in. Hello, how you doing? Pretty good. You're not willing to invest into your future. You're not willing to invest into the people around you. So if you really, really want to succeed, you must give something in order to get something. The more people you help, the more, what's the saying? The more people I help, man, I can't remember. Zig Ziglar. Right now it's a blank in my mind. But the more people I help get what they want, I'll get what I want. I knew it was going to come. Okay, so the next one is lack of well-defined power of decision. Men who succeed reach decision promptly. So you're not indecisive. Today I'm going to do this, tomorrow I'm going to, always switching, always jumping from one program to the next. Never works. It doesn't work. I was there. Know about it. Don't do that anymore. One of the more 6 basic fears. These fears have been analyzed for a later on chapter. So, there's a lot of different fears. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of rejection. There's many of them. That right there will keep you from being successful also. I've conquered that one also. That's why I named myself the Fearless Millionaire Mom. Hoo-hoo. Okay, so the next one is wrong selections of a mate in marriage. When you get married to someone, if you're married to the person that's always killing your dream, always tearing you down, always, never building you up, that can cause you to fail. I don't know. I guess one thing you could do is put them in your major definite purpose, as my friend Lisa mentioned on the call this morning. We have a major definite purpose, things that I think that we're going to accomplish, a thing that we're going to do. So speaking and through auto-suggestion that your mate is going to be supportive will be a good place because our words have power. The next one is over-caution. You're always, over-cautious about something. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that. The next one is wrong selection of associates in business. Associating yourself around the wrong people is another one that will keep you and stop you. Superstition and prejudice. You're always judging someone. You're always, I don't want to know about that person. You're just judging them for whatever reason. Wrong selection of vocation. So, you might be in the wrong vocation. The home business is not for everyone, but, whatever it is that you desire to do, just make sure you're in the right vocation. Lack of concentration or effort. You're all over the place. Oh man, I still kind of like until I did my major definite purpose, I was still kind of like that. And I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's definitely one that I struggle with. Again, childhood issues. That's a monster right there. But lack of concentration or effort. You're not concentrating on. Oh, I just said that one. Sorry. The habit of indiscriminative spending. You're always spending money. Fear of poverty. It's just talking about the habit of spending money, and you're just spending. You don't have a purpose for your money. You haven't planned it out. You have done none of that. Intolerance. A person with a closed mind on any subject seldom gets ahead. So, you got to be tolerant. Have an open mind to ideas and to ways. Intemperance. The most damaging forms of intemperance are connected with eating, strong drink, and sexual activities. So that's intemperance. 25. Inability to cooperate with others. That was me. Possession of power that was not acquired through self-effort. Like you have this power, but it wasn't acquired through your efforts. You're just kind of like, you want this power, but you don't want to do the work to get it. Intentional dishonesty. You're being dishonest. Not good at all. That's one thing I can say. I did have, always honest, a person of character, integrity. Egotism and vanity. Oh, I had this so bad. It was ridiculous. Like every time I came on Facebook and I saw someone succeeding, I'm not going to comment on their stuff because I'm jealous. I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I knew it. It was like, if I put my stuff on there, then my friends are going to see it and then they're going to join them. And so that is a bad, bad place to be. Build other people up. Encourage other people. The next one is guessing instead of thinking. You can't guess. Think about, take some time and think about what you're doing. Right now, for me, I'm just kind of like thinking about, my next 90 days and what direction I'm going to go in those 90 days. Think about it. Don't just guess. Oh, I think I'm going to do this today. I think I'm going to do this. Make sure your to-do list, your activities for that day are lining up with your purpose and what you want to accomplish. If not, you're just guessing. You're not even thinking about, I'm just going to do this because they tell me to do it. No, is that lining up with your purpose? Is it lining up with what you desire? 30 is lack of capital, and that's been me for a long time. I had to work on free advertisement. Now I'm, blessed to the point where I don't have to do that. I can use the income that I'm generating to be able to do some paid advertising. So that's something else that can stop you, though. One of the reasons why I like internet marketing is because you can generate that capital as opposed to just kind of like coming out here opening up a business on the side. You need money, capital to rent the building or lease the building or buy the building and equipment, etc., etc. You don't have to do that on internet marketing. The last one is under this name, any cause. Well, it says under this name, any particular cause of failure from which you have suffered that has not been included in the foregoing. So like there's other 31. There's a 31 reasons. And so what it's doing now is telling you to take a inventory of yourself and just kind of look at all those ones that I just named. If there's one that you found yourself in, circle it and go begin to do some research on Google. Do some research. Get a book. The books are really, really powerful. I love reading. Reading has actually helped me to come to another place in my life. So, my friend, let's connect. If there's any way that I can help you, if there's anything that I've said today that resonates with you, if you need help, you need encouragement, I'm here to do that for you. Find me on Facebook. I should have a link at the bottom. Jump on my email address. Let's stay connected. Let me help you. If there's something that you feel like you can help me with, I'd be glad to hear that as well. Till the next time, my friend, you have an amazing day, and we will see you tomorrow.